Hi folks, welcome to my office. I've been in this office for 35 years. Nobody's been doing the same thing all those years at the same place. If you have a weight problem, sure you can lose weight doing a lot of things and the weight usually comes back, plus additional pounds.
I had lost 90 pounds. I came to see you last November and I continue to lose weight.
Would you stand and let the people see 100-pound weight loss?
Weight just started falling off me.
And I don't even give you a diet.
Nope.
Take a look at his face, folks. Seeing is believing. Take a good look at him. This is the place to get the job done. Trust me. Maybe you have depression and you've been told you have a chemical imbalance and the doctors are tweaking your brain with medication. That's not God's way.
I was depressed when I walked in. I was drinking so much to deal with that depression.
And
I'm back at school. I just got the job that I wanted. I feel great.
The depression went away like within a week.
Everything seems great now, and that's day to day. I'm just a happier person.
The depression that I've suffered over 37 years have really just turned around.
If a person has depression, there's something causing it. Why not get to the cause, correct the cause, and make your own chemicals for good health? That's what I do. Maybe you're here because you have severe pain, back pain, leg pain. I know what pain is, folks.
He couldn't sleep. Her pains was strong. And today, I think, in my opinion, he is great.
I feel, I don't know, like a world of pain has been lifted.
I went to a couple of sessions and my headaches went away.
I listened to sessions of yours for 2 days and I got off the prescription pain medications that I could not get off in a year and a half.
And it was amazing to me what happened. I mean, I just felt so much better and I felt so good around people. There was all sorts of drugs and stuff out there for you, but with me, my mind won't allow that.
She didn't want me to be on painkillers and drugs and, whatnot.
Yeah.
Not add something to that.
So you made a 100% turnaround.
I have.
I slipped off a ladder a short time ago, believe it or not, because I'm very active. The ladder slipped and fell down with me on it. I hit all the railings. I hit my face. I hit my groin. I want you to see a picture of me a short time ago. I was almost blinded. My nose was split open. I went to the best hospital, supposedly, in the country, Mayo Clinic, and they charged me $4,300 for MRIs and X-rays. $4,300. And you know what they gave me? A CD with the X-rays and MRIs on it. I took it to another doctor, and the doctor said, they MRI'd your face, your groin, your chest. How come they didn't MRI your shoulder? That's why you went. They didn't even find out that I had 3 muscles totally ripped off my right arm. I got 9 titanium pins in my arm. And the doctor said to me, Sam, you're inhuman. I took pain medicine for 3 days, and they had to take a saw to get into the bone to put the anchors, 9 titanium pins to hold my muscles up, and I'm lifting weights again. They said I'd never lift my arm all the way in the air again. Folks, I walk the walk and I talk the talk. I weigh 167 pounds. Your waistline is your lifeline. And if you've got weight in the stomach, you've got weight all over the place, and you've tried everything, go to a place that has a track record of getting results.
I've been a drinker, heavy drinker. It affected my work. It affected my family hugely. And it got worse and worse and worse. And nothing would work. I spent $16,000 in an alcohol abuse program. Worst experience of my life, sent me back into drinking. And this program is easy. I've only been with Sam for 5 weeks, and it's been the most effective program for me. He really can change your life. This is life-changing.
Folks, if you got a drinking problem, a drug problem, and you spent a fortune seeking help, this is the place to come. You know, this is very simple. There's no place like this in the entire world. Suppose you say, well, I want to look around. You can go to China, Japan, Ethiopia, travel the world. You won't find no place that has a full-time center where you can come anytime you want, have sessions all you want, and we only charge you one time. Everybody else, they bleed you to death. They charge extra for this, extra for that. When you're through, and when you come here, I'm not going to work on if you have depression. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on if you have headache pain, back pain. I'm going to work on whether you have a weight problem. I'm going to work on if you have no self-esteem, you're shy, you're bashful. I'm going to work on everything you need. It's called the whole mind concept. Folks, do I look and sound like an 80-year-old person? I've never had a facelift. Got all my teeth but one. What am I doing different? I've met people in their 70s and their 50s, and it's a shame. They've had stents and heart attacks and strokes, and it's the way people eat. Listen, I don't charge you $4,300 like Mayo Clinic. They didn't even do the job. I x-ray your mind. I'm going to know more about you than you know about yourself. You fill out this evaluation with 214 questions, multiple choice. If you're 5 years old, almost, you can fill this out. It's simple, confidential. Now, nobody goes on my television shows unless they sign a release. This is a spiritual, nonprofit organization. If you put down something here personal, even the FBI can't come in here and find out what you put down. It's the same thing as going to your rabbi, your priest, your minister. You put it down. I go through it along with some of my staff that I've trained throughout the years, and we make up a set of sessions that are tailor-made for what you need. I have 1,500 of them. I'm going to find out exactly what you do need, and they're free. You don't pay for this. What you're paying for is an evaluation to find out, like Mayo Clinic charged $4,300. They gave me one CD. I get less than half of that, and if you have a money problem, you can pay for it at the cup of coffee a day at $1.67 a day. It comes out to $50 a month. I had one woman that came here, and she said, Sam, I'm saving $10 every day since I enrolled in your course. $10 a day. She stopped the coke. She stopped a lot of things she was putting into her body, and excess money she spent on foods and medicine for headaches that she had. If you figure out $10, that's $70 a week. You know, that's almost $300 a month. And you know, you can pay me $50 a month if you're on the welfare. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you got. You're going to make money. I got a little chart here that shows you that if you save $5 a day, what it comes to, people that smoke cigarettes, 2 packs a day, they're spending $14 a day. Here's a lady that was spending $320 a month to smoke cigarettes. That's 2 packs a day. She hasn't had a cigarette in a year. She saved thousands of dollars. What can you say about this program?
Somebody recommended this about 4 or 5 years ago, and I just blew it off as another gimmick because I've tried everything possible. And the last thing I did before I came here is I went to a hypnotist in Paradise Valley. I paid her $350 for an hour session, and I got in my car and I smoked within 5 minutes. I've tried pills, patches, I've done things in Europe, I've done things in Asia, and on one particular day, a little over a year ago, it wasn't in my plan. I stopped for my 2 packs of cigarettes in the morning, and I got to the counter. I said, I want 1 pack. I was driving to the dry cleaners down here by Safeways. I saw your sign. I swerved in, and you gave me a session. I paid my money. I'm a lifetime member, and I just had my 1-year anniversary yesterday. It was a big celebration, and truly, This is one of the biggest milestones of my life. It really is, because I never, ever thought that I would be able to quit. And I was always looking for an easy way, like the gum, the patches, the hypnotist. But nothing, I always thought they need to invent like a shot or something that you can give and you forgot that you ever smoked. And this is almost probably the closest thing, because I look at smokers now, my son being a smoker as well, and it looks very foreign to me. Or when I'm in the car and I see people standing on the bus stop or something, they're smoking, it's like I cannot even believe that I used to do that all day long. All day for years.
And the beautiful part about it, you own a bar and everybody smokes in bars.
Doesn't bother me. I can still have a glass of wine and stand, and 10 people can be smoking around me. Well, they don't smoke in the bars though. Outside though,
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me. You can smoke right in front of me, and it does nothing to me.
How did that happen?
Through Sam Meranto. Seriously.
They're spending almost $400 a month on cigarettes. I've got a track record of stopping people with alcohol and drugs better than any hospital that you can go to that'll charge you $30,000. Folks, you won't believe this story. This lady just spent $40,000. How much money?
$40,000.
She's all the way from England. And you went where for help to stop drinking alcohol?
To the Meadows in Arizona.
And you spent how long there?
35 days.
And you went back to drinking?
Yes.
I gave her one CD. I didn't charge her $40,000. I didn't charge her $40,000. I charged her peanuts. And she had a drink since. Her friends want to know what happened to her. What can you say about that?
It's just like a miracle, really, you know, and just my whole disposition and the way I feel about life in general has completely changed just in a really short period of time.
Well, I got to the root of your problem.
Yeah.
And I only gave you how many CDs?
Just the one. And
One. Now, how can one CD be worth more than $40,000?
Crazy.
I don't want to knock the Meadows. I know people that's been there. Some of them stopped drinking and started smoking, or started overeating. They mean well. But here at my office, we have had more miracles than any place in the world.
I pretty much fall asleep right away, and I stay sleeping most of the night. Yeah, it really, really improved the sleeping part. Yeah, I'm so glad I lost that weight. And I was an extremely heavy drinker. I actually didn't know anybody that drank as much as me and still, worked or anything. And I don't drink one drop anymore.
If you're a procrastinator, a person that likes to put things off, put an end to that, folks. Look at the reasons why you should enroll here. First of all, here's a newspaper article, 1978. Clients sleep their cares away. Scottsdale progress. If you can go to another place, I don't care if you travel the world, that can document and prove to you that they've been doing it for going on 40 years pretty soon, then enroll there. Here's a newspaper from the Arizona Republic, 1977. On the second front page, a lady from Scottsdale lost 150 pounds of weight. And in the article it says, Sam Meranto on Indian School Road. Now this is 35 years ago. I'm still on Indian School Road, right? He can sell you $10,000 worth of insurance on your cemetery plot. However, that's why he gets the job done. Folks, anything I hate is going to a doctor and he says, I've been practicing for 30 years. I don't call this a practice. The ball players practice, then they go play ball. They win games. I'm winning games. I'm helping people. Here's an article in Life magazine. Life magazine wrote an article about a doctor that worked for me over 20 years ago. He lives in Scottsdale. It's Sam Benjamin, and it's the healing revolution. The article is in here. I want you to meet Sam Benjamin, that was written in Life magazine, that worked for me over 20 years ago. Here he is right now. In 1996, wrote a feature story, The Healing Revolution, where more docs were using new techniques to cure from everything to the common cold to heart disease. And I'm honored today. I really am, because I have with me one of the most famous medical doctors in the world, Dr. Sam Benjamin. Let's give him a big hand.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
And you know, I got a photograph of you in my office 20 years ago.
I thought long and hard before I came here about why I would be supportive of Sam, and I'll tell you why. I know him for, 20-something years.
Right.
I'm supportive of unconventional therapies that do no harm. Sam doesn't do any harm. His treatments are not with medications like antidepressants that cause problems. That's a great concern of mine. Sam does not necessarily need to use anti-inflammatory drugs for people who are having pain. So the first thing is he does no harm. The second thing is he's effective. The third thing is that, oftentimes some of my fellow physicians would say, well, wait a minute, those techniques are not based in evidence. Well, neither is most of standard medical care. I think that when people get results, and when they get them with very few or no side effects, is the case, the kind of things that you're doing, then I think it's worth exploring.
I don't have salespeople here. We don't want to force you into enrolling. But common sense will tell you, if I can train someone that ends up in life, the healing revolution, if I can be in Arizona Republic 35 years ago in the same location to document that, if I can show you clients sleep their cares away over 30 years old, this proves to you that we must be doing something right. And I know money is a problem. I was getting for this program $4,200 for the program. If people pay for the full amount with a credit card or a check, it's less than half of that. Why? Because there's a recession. People need me more than ever before. I'm lowering my prices. I went to get a cup of coffee over here at Einstein's across the street. I used to pay $1.90 for a large coffee. They wanted $2.14. I said, what's going on? Well, we raised the prices. I'm lowering the prices. And if you pay for it with a credit card or a check, I even give you a discount because we need the working capital. And I want to be able to be here to help you. This is an article in Time Magazine. The first 9 months of your life is the blueprint to the way you feel and the way you think. God forbid if your mother was depressed or unhappy, had too many kids, or if you were a blue baby, if you had any problems like that, my sessions go into your mind, reprogram. It's almost like someone took your head, put a new head on. If you want to enroll, I'll talk to one of my staff. If you have a money problem, put a little something down, pay $50 a month. If you can save, say, $2 a week, is what a day, that's what it costs you to take this program. And I think I'm worth $2 a day. And if you're the kind of person that's got to look around, I don't care if you go all around the world. If you can find a place like this, a full-time center, you let me know, because I'll go enroll myself.
Sam Meranto has been at the same location for 34 years, where he's helped thousands of people overcome their problems. After visiting over 70 doctors, this couple came to visit Sam due to the wife suffering from depression and palsy for over 40 years. Sam explained that he doesn't make promises or guarantees, but they decided to give the program a try. And after just 2 weeks of sessions, just look at the results.
Folks, I've got a miracle for you. And miracles that happen to people can happen to you. You that are watching. Here's a real miracle. This beautiful couple came into my office less than 2 weeks ago. His wife was having problems with, if I tell you, you might not believe me, but listen to what her husband has to say. What was the problem your wife had?
Very bad tremors, depression, severe fatigue. And I'm kind of amazed at how, in a short time, that she's progressed.
Marcia, how do you feel?
Wonderful.
Okay. Do you remember how you felt when you came here 2 weeks ago?
Absolutely, I remember.
But you were my biggest skeptic. Your husband wanted to try it, but you didn't want to.
I was a little nervous about it, you know, being two doctors for over 40 years.
40 years? Did I tell you this was a miracle, folks? I'm glad that we recording this. I didn't know you had this traumas for 40 years.
I've suffered depression for 40 years.
Holy mackerel. How many psychiatrists you been to?
Too many to count.
Have you been hospitalized for this?
Several times.
Hold your hands up.
No tremors.
Hold them up. I'm up here so we can see them. Man, you were shaking all over the place.
Yes, I went through 3 weeks of tremors so bad that my husband actually had to hold my body. I mean, I was hitting him, I was hitting myself, and it was really, really bad.
If you're ready to get some help, do it. A lot of people think of tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. One lady came to me once, she says, you know, I was here 10 years ago, and I waited for tomorrow. It's been 10 years. I've gained 40 pounds since then. Don't wait. Do it. Use your common sense. Let the good Lord above guide you. Now, I want to explain to you, if you enroll in this program, you don't have to go on TV unless you want to go on TV, because that's how I document the results here. If you're a private person, that's fine. Now, you don't see a lot of people in my office, right? You know why? Once you get your sets, you do it at home. You don't have to come back and forth here unless you want to. If you want to come and have extra sessions, you come anytime you want without an appointment. So, over 10,000 people are on my program in the last 35 years. What about you? Let's get you some results. Let's get you out there making money. Let's get you out there feeling better. If you're not retired, and if you're retired, let's get you painting the house and doing things. God bless you. Thanks for watching. Talk to one of my staff and let's get you going. God bless.